Metallochromic indicators. So these are the indicators used for the detection of metal ions, okay, with the help of EDTA. So metallochromic indicators are the organic substances, and they forms a intense color complex with the metal ions. Okay, so this metal indicator complex is weaker than the complex of metal EDTA. What happens at the end point? Whatever metal ion associated with this organic substance or the organic material is get free from it, and that get bound to the EDTA at the end point. So whatever its own color is there, metallochromic indicator is having its own color, that get vanishes. There is a formation of new color where your indicator becomes free. Okay, because the whatever metal is there, that is taken out by the EDTA, and you will observe a different color over there. So at the end point, indicator thus changes from its metallized color, from metal indicator complex color, to the unmetallized color or free color of the indicator. See, what are the basic conditions? So it should be sufficiently intense. It should be intense sufficiently. Okay, metal ion indicator should be sufficiently intense. Okay, म्हणजे ते आपल्याला डोळ्यांना व्यवस्थित लक्षात यायला पाहिजे. In color contrast between the metallochromic indicator and free indicator should be proper. Okay, readily observable. Okay, that is also very important condition. The metallochromic indicator should be sufficiently stable. Okay, but it should not be the stable more than that of the metal EDTA complex. Okay, metal indicator complex should be showing, or it should show sharp change at the end point. It shows sharp change at the end point. It should be selective. It should be more sensitive. Okay, indicator must be stable in the titration medium. Okay, it should not undergo any other kind of reaction. त्याचं जेवढं काम आहे तेवढंच त्याने त्या ठिकाणी करायला पाहिजे. Okay, and the requirement, it should work in the proper pH range only. Okay, so it must fulfill all the conditions in the proper pH range, which is our point of interest. Okay, so what happens here? Metal indicator complex, when you add an EDTA to that, what happens? From the solution, all the metal ion first get reacted with the EDTA, and इंडिकेटरचं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन कमी आहे याच्यामध्ये, पण त्या पूर्ण सोल्युशनला अगोदर त्याने कलर त्या इंडिकेटरमुळे आलेला आहे, मेटॅलोक्रोमिक इंडिकेटरमुळे. तर दुसरे जे मेटल आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये सगळे EDTA बरोबर रिॲक्ट होतील, जो की तुम्ही ब्युरेट मधून ऍड कराल. आणि काय होतं, ऍट द एंड ऑफ टायट्रेशन, हा जो EDTA आहे त्या मेटल मधला, जो आपला मेटॅलोक्रोमिक इंडिकेटर मधला मेटल काढून घेतो आणि तो EDTA बरोबर रिॲक्ट होतो. आता काय राहिला, फक्त इंडिकेटर राहिला. तो अगोदर मेटॅलोक्रोमिक इंडिकेटर जो होता त्याचा कलर वेगळा, आणि फक्त इंडिकेटर राहिला फ्री, है ना, याचा कलर हा वेगळा असतो. कोणापेक्षा? या फ्री पेक्षा, है ना. सो नंतर याचा कलर दिसतो. अगोदर याचा कलर होता सोल्युशनला, आणि नंतर याचा कलर त्या ठिकाणी दिसतो. ओके, दिस इज व्हॉट द मेटल इंडिकेटर वर्क्स ओव्हर हियर. सो KIN, सी, दिस इज व्हॉट आवर रिएक्शन. The concentration of this species upon concentration of this reacting species, this is what the constant. Okay, this is a stability constant, you can say. See now, since the indicator color changes, it also affects the concentration of H plus ion in the practice. Okay, and hence it is more convenient to consider the conditional indicator constant. Conditional indicator constant K-IN, because it depends upon the pH of solution. जे की लास्ट वेळेस पण बघितलं होतं, अगोदरच्या आपल्या लेक्चर मध्ये पण आपण बघितलं होतं की आपण त्या ठिकाणी कंडिशनल इंडिकेटर कॉन्स्टंट हा फोकस करतो, बिकॉज दॅट इज टोटली डिपेंड्स अपॉन द pH. ओके, and this is how it works. So this is what the basic theory of metal ion metallochromic indicator. Okay, so see here, for a small titration error, that is K-IN should be greater than 10 raised to is greater than 10 raised to 4. For small titration error, K-IN is greater than 10 raised to 4, and the ratio of the conditional formation constant of metal EDTA complex, conditional formation constant of metal EDTA complex to K-IN conditional indicator constant. Conditional, this is a conditional formation constant. This is a conditional indicator constant, should be of the order 10 raised to 4 to provide good endpoint. To provide good endpoint. यांचा जो रेशियो आहे ना, हा जो रेशियो आहे k dash my upon k dash in should be the order of 10 raised to 4, or it should be greater than 10. Okay, at the endpoint. This is the EBT indicator. EBT indicator, electron-Blackley indicator. Okay, so this is what the structure, overall structure. See, the IUPAC name of this compound is 1 dash in bracket 1 hydroxyl dash 2 naphthyl azole bracket complete 6 nitro. This is a nitro group. Okay, इथे nitro झालेला आहे, nitro 2 naphthol 4 sulfonic acid. Basic is a sulfonic acid. Here it is. Basic structure is sulfonic acid. Okay, so this is what our EBT indicator. It is a dark powder having metallic luster. It is shown as a H3D, and it shows the 3 forms. In each form it shows a different color, and each form is there at the different pH concentration, or different hydrogen ion concentration, or at different pH. See what happens. Except in a strongly acidic medium, the sulfonated group is completely dissociated, and dianion may be written as H2D minus. Okay, the 2 pK values of these hydrogen atoms. These hydrogen atoms are 6.3 and 11.5 respectively. 6.3 and 11.5 respectively. 11.5 respectively. The pH below the pH 6, its color is red due to the H2D minus ion. Okay, between 7 to 11 it is blue in color due to H2D minus ion, and above the 12 it's orange in color due to D3 minus ion. Okay, for a practical purpose, the range 7 to 11 is very important, in which it shows a blue color. It shows a blue color. Okay, so for the titration of different metals like magnesium, manganese, zinc, cadmium, mercury, lead, copper, aluminium, iron, titanium, cobalt, nickel, and platinum, so change in color from red to blue is very important, and that is the range, particular range it works over there properly. This is the part over where how we can prepare this indicator that is mentioned over here. Okay, so most of these titrations are conducted in the medium buffer, having pH 10. Okay, over there we are using ammonium chloride solution. Okay, so it is prepared by dissolving 0.2 gram of dye stuff in 15 ml of triethanol amine, followed by addition of 0.5 ml of absolute alcohol. Okay, दूसरा जो है म्यूरोक्साइड इंडिकेटर है, this is also a complex structure. You need to do the practice of this structure. Okay, frequently in examination they ask the question on these indicators. So it is ammonium salt of perpuric acid. Okay, and it carries only single charge. Okay, so Muroxide solution color reddish violet up to the pH 9, then violet from pH 9 to 11, and above pH 11 it is blue to violet. It forms complex with many other metals, okay, but those with calcium 2+, nickel 2+, cobalt 2+, cadmium 2+, and copper 2+, they are the sufficiently stable, okay, and that's why these are the easily analyzed ions with the help of muroxide.